In this lecture, I'm going to tell you why we pick BlueJ as the first IDE environment for our Java development. Later, we may pick other IDE for more advanced topics. But why in the first place we pick BlueJ? My name is Eric Chow. BlueJ is a lightweighted Java IDE environment. You can find it at bluej.org. The first advantage it has is it is easy to install and easy to use. You can include the Java JDK. It's optional, but I would recommend the first-time user to use this option. BlueJ is lightweighted as Notepad for text editing, so there's not much learning curve needed. Java files created by BlueJ can all be edited by Notepad. Number 4, you may copy or compress the Java file from BlueJ and copy them to any location or any IDE environment without any modification or import or export, or put them on the website for download just like text file. No special import or export required. BlueJ files can go to Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ, and many other IDE tools. But in the other way around, if you would like to copy from Eclipse environment to BlueJ, the text file or .java file is okay, but the setup for the package won't come over. You need to create your own BlueJ environment to make sure it works in the BlueJ, but it is not hard actually. You can just copy the source code files from Eclipse or any other tool to a BlueJ project directory, but you need to create a BlueJ directory first, and continue to work without any trouble. BlueJ has less overhead, it runs faster. BlueJ has class diagram view, so for BlueJ, you will clearly show whether it is a relationship or has a relationship. It is an object or it is an inheritance relationship. It is very clear in BlueJ environment. And BlueJ has object execution environment, easy for you to manipulate. BlueJ can link the library much faster. But of course, BlueJ has some shortcomings. BlueJ is lightweighted, so some of the advanced features are not available. So, it is a good tool for beginners to learn Java with BlueJ IDE. Let's go to install it and find out how can we work with it. To install it, it is very easy. You just find a browser and put BlueJ over there and search. And you go to this website, bluej.org. And once you are here, you scroll down. There are several versions you can pick. You have the version for the Windows, for the Mac, for Linux, and also for the Raspberry. So it is very popular. Let's pick this version, BlueJ installer with Java 8 JDK. For this option, the Java JDK is included, and it will be different Java JDK version if you also install the Java JDK from Oracle. So the two environments are different. But this one integrated with BlueJ. So it is a good version that you can work with your IDE. Let's install this one. And then let's save. It took me about 20 minutes to download it. Now let's install it. Click Run. And next. And let's choose this one. Install for all users on this machine. And keep every option. Click Next. And this program file, x86, is good. Let's click Next. And ready to install BlueJ, click Install. And now the installation is done. Let's click Finish. And a BlueJ shortcut is created over here. Let's click it. BlueJ collect interaction information to improve the software. I will click agree. You can choose no or agree. And now BlueJ is up. Before we start to use this software, there are help. You can click about BlueJ, check version and install extension. You can install some extensions through here. And you can get the BlueJ tutorial or Java library. This is a website that you can browse through to know about the Java SEA. And right here you have view, you have tool. You have to set up to help your program to work. Now let's create first project. New project. For a new project, you need to select a project directory. Let me pick this PC, my C drive, my directory. And here we have software installation. Pick BlueJ. And right here, you need to create a project name. So let me create test BlueJ project and then create. After the BlueJ created the first project, you will see a text note. You can click it. It's a README file. This README file is very useful for you to put some documentation for the project. So let me put it here. Test BlueJ purpose test BlueJ, and the version I will put 12/04/2016, and also my name. And you can put a lot of things over here. I won't waste my time here. So let's save and close. Now let me click new class. Let me create a first class. Let me put test. And right here, it will create a template for you. You don't need these different details. But let's keep it as it is right now. Let me compile it. And then when you want to run it, you right click, new test. You will start a testing object for some data. But because this program don't have the main function, so you need to clean this part out. And I'll remove this object. The object you just saw and the compilation and the new test object is a object testing environment for BlueJ. And normally if you want to have a main program, you don't use that. So let me put a main function over here. Public static void main, and then two braces, and then put in string brackets and then arguments. Right here, let me just put in one statement, system.out.println, and then right here let me put welcome to Java. Now let me compile it again and then run. So you will see the terminal right here print out a welcome to Java. But this is not the purpose. I want to demo you why we pick BlueJ. Let me choose the directory. In BlueJ we have test BlueJ. Let me click here. We will see there is a test Java file. Let me open it with a notepad. You see, you can also open this file right here. Let me click the version in the BlueJ. Let me close it. And right here, let me put Java programming. And now, let me compile it again and open it. It changed to Java programming. I just want to show you. Now I compile it and then run. You see, it changed to Java programming. So Notepad and the editor in BlueJ can be used interchangeably. So this clearly shows you that the file you created in BlueJ can be edited by Notepad, and it is just a text file. And BlueJ is a lightweight environment. You can treat them as what created by Notepad. That's why we pick BlueJ by Notepad. Now, let me show you some more functions. First, you can actually type in your name right here. And then certain day right here. And you can click here and toggle documentation view, and you will change to this documentation page. We call it Java doc page. It is a web page that documents your class. And in your directory, actually a directory called doc is created. And these are just simple web page files. I can click here, open, bring up Microsoft Edge. See right here, we can just browse through it just like normal web page. Pretty simple. And if you don't want to use it, you can toggle back to the source file. Or you can click here. This can also toggle through the source file and documentation. And if you need to change something, you can use this. Control F, that will give you the file, and replace. So let me change this Eric, and let me replace it with Eric Y. And you can choose once or all. In this file, there's no difference. Let me choose all. It's updated, right? So let me try again. I can use Java. Let me change it to lowercase. And if I click here, match case, I click once and it's got replaced to Java. But right now, if I try to use this capital case on this lowercase to match class, I click replace, it won't find because there's nothing there. And if you click the preference, you can bring this up. You can click editor, and you can click display line numbers. Click OK, and line number will be show up here to help you to know where the line you are. And on the right hand side, you can also see a small box that will show you which section you are when your program is super big. For example, let me click more line. So you are out of the window, and I can move up right here to do some editing or move down. Thank you. Bye.